All right, before we get started with 16.2, please make sure you have watched the YouTube videos that I assigned because those will really help you to understand what we're doing in this lesson. So if you haven't, stop the video and go do those and then come back to this one. But if you've already watched them, great, you're ready to go. So we are going to be practicing telling the time to the hour and the half hour. So this is the o'clock that the videos were talking about. And this is the 30 that they were talking about, right? 30 minutes is a half hour. And this is on the 6. This is on the 12. But we'll get into that more. Just going to make those notes. You may want to make those on your paper or you may remember them. Either way is fine. Our goal, tell time to the hour and half hour. So, words we need to know. Hour, we know that that's 60 minutes, right? There's 60 minutes in 1 hour. In a half hour, there's 30 minutes. The minute hand is the long one, and the hour hand is the short one. So over here, it's just reminding us that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. In 1 hour, the minute hand moves all the way around the clock. So this is the minute hand, and this one moves much faster than this one because it goes around the entire clock in 1 hour. This hand, the hour hand, the short one, moves much slower, and it only moves just these little bits every hour. They just move to the next number every hour, so much slower. So, what time is it? It is 9 o'clock, right? Because the hour hand, the short one, is pointing to 9, so we know it's 9. Well, 9 what? It's pointing to the 12. That's 9 o'clock, so we put 2 zeros. It's just 9. No minutes have passed. It's just 9. Over here, there are 30 minutes in a half hour. In a half hour, the minute hand moves halfway around the clock. So the minute hand, if it starts here, right, that would be a half an hour. Or if it starts here and goes back up, that would be a half hour, as long as it's moving halfway around the clock. So this is 30 minutes after 9. So we first look at our hour hand, the short one. See how it's in between 9 and 10? That means it's still 9 something because it hasn't gotten to the 10 yet. So it's still 9. 9 what? It's at the 6. That's 30. It is 9:30. So these are the same types of problems you'll have to do on your own on the back. So we'll look at some of these together. We're going to skip that one because that one's done for us. So no sense in doing that. So we need to write the time that this clock shows. So we start with the hour hand. That's the shorter one. What number is it pointing to? Oh, it is right on that 5. So I'm going to write 5 on the hour side. Oh, and what's that one? It's pointing right at the 12. That's o'clock. So I put the zeros. This one, let's find our hour hand. It's right here. It's a little past the 4, but it hasn't gotten to the 5 yet, so that means it's still 4. And our minute hand is pointing straight down at that 6, and so we know that's 30. Oops. 4:30. Now we have to draw the minute hand to show the time. So they give us all the hour hands. We have to draw all the minute hands. So this is 9 o'clock. So the hour hand's pointing to the 9. Now we need to draw the minute hand. To make it 9 o'clock, it needs to be pointing at the 12. 9 o'clock. This one is 1:30. So we see the hour hand, it's between the 1 and the 2. That's where it needs to be still be 1, then 30, that's straight down. Now we have 3 o'clock. The hour hand is pointing at the 3. To make it o'clock, the minute hand needs to be up at the 12. Over here, 7:30. Here's my hour hand. It's a little past 7. My long minute hand needs to be 30. So straight down to the 6. So the minute hands either go straight up or straight down. Straight up or straight down. And your times are either 30 or o'clock, right? So not too many options on this. So on the back, write the times for those clocks and draw the minute hands for those ones. So they'll either go straight up or straight down.